Hello, hello. This is Lynn. I am with Softsquares. I am doing the Saturday Stitch-uation for May 31st, 2025. This is a video where I talk about all things quilting and things that are going on with the shop here. So I did just barely announce that this was going to be live. So in a little bit, we will probably get some people to join. But this is something, hi Marlene, this is something I'm trying to be on a schedule with. The Saturday Stitch-uation in the past has kind of been whenever on Saturday and sometimes on Sunday, and once in a while not at all. But I'm trying to make it so 2 o'clock Mountain Time on Saturday is my anticipated schedule for this. How you doing, Marlene? I am excited to talk about things. I say that every time I get online, and I mean it every time. Hi, Starla. All right, so we have a little bit before I actually jump into things. So just partying with my crew, love it. Just going to hang out for a few minutes. Anyone that's watching on the replay, just know that we have a lot of updates and information I go over. I am going to wait until top of the hour to give people the chance to actually join, because I put it out there and I joined a little early. Sometimes there's a problem, and that's why I go on early. The point is, you have about 7 minutes of time to fast forward through. How's that? Meanwhile, we're just going to kind of shoot the breeze. So how are you guys doing? Are you guys working on your mystery quilts? I have mine right here. Getting ready to go get quilted. And I will not show you more than that, but I am excited to see, you don't need to see my straw, do you? Just have it done. 3 granddaughters have a dance recital. So the army has gathered and Daddy is grilling Mongolian barbecue for all of us. Well, that sounds yummy. No quilting going on right now, says Starla. Hi, Krista. Happy Saturday, everybody. So we have a new format that we do on Monday nights, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. Not new from last week, but just new from the last couple of weeks. So those of you that have been in there recently, we're just going to clarify. And anyone that is new or haven't been in to one of our sales for a while, it'll be very helpful. Let's see. Love the venue for the retreat. Okay, Starla, thank you. And we're going to talk about that. It's very quaint, but it is made by a quilter for quilters, and it has everything you need. So we're going to do our first retreat there, and we may still do more there. We also may grow and end up with a bigger venue, or still do the little one and a big one. I have no idea, but we're starting with this, and it is so cute, and I can't wait to go to it. But the facility is adorable. So yeah, there's a couple videos out on what it looks like. Did you guys notice that the walls were design walls? You can just turn around and start putting your stuff up. Awesome, right? Excuse me. Mr. Fix-It's in the room. Say hello. You say hello from a distance. Oh, he can't talk?
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
I was just going to leave you hanging there.
Yeah. Hold on. Am I going to be able to handle food for everyone? Yes. And I don't know if you could tell by the last video that was posted, is the one that's like 1:39. It's very short. That the venue is in the middle of downtown Heber, which is a small town, but it's booming. And there's a ton of businesses. There's a Walgreens right next door and McDonald's on the other side of that. Across the street's coffee and ice cream. And next door is a beauty parlor. So, go get your toes done or something while you're there's a lot to do. But as far as the food, yes, we are handling that. But if you wanted to, and I'll explain more, but if you want to do your own thing, there's a lot of options in that area. Same goes for hotels and sleeping arrangements. So we're going to talk about that too. Leanna just joined. She spent 11 hours in her room cleaning and it's still not done. I have actually cleared off this space right here and that space and that. I'm like, wow, I'm getting through stuff because things were just piling up. But I have been working in my sewing area lately and I'm getting so much done. It is awesome. I'm excited. I am in the middle of putting binding on a whole bunch of quilts. Because I have to change thread, I do everything by color, and I have like 4 quilts I still have to do part on, but I've been basically like 15 quilts, and that's because I haven't been binding for a while because of my shoulders, one or the other. Hi, Annette. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start. We are just a few minutes still, but I'm going to go ahead and start. I want to say thank you for joining and welcome. If you haven't already done so, please give me a thumbs up. Looks like there's more of you in here than the thumbs up says, so please help me out. And Marlene says, hi, Mr. Fix-It. He's ignoring me now.
What?
Marlene says, hi.
Hello, Marlene. And anyone else? I'm over here working.
He is.
Away.
He's working. And what's funny is I usually talk to myself or I'm talking to a video or to my dog. So just because he hears me talk, you know, he's a typical guy, but he still tunes me out.
Well, I would listen.
All right. Okay. So we have the confetti cotton panels are back in and we have a ton in stock and more coming. And so anything that was back ordered on that has been filled. And just know, if you don't have one, I highly suggest that you get one. Riley Blake's confetti cotton colors are on here, and there's like 353 colors, and they're all on this fabric panel. And I am going to quilt mine. I'm going to make it a little quilt because I'm handling it a lot and the edges are not doing well, but that's kind of the whole point, is you want to use it. You want to look at it. So I'm going to put this black backing on it, so I have it kind of matched up to put some batting in there. And maybe I won't do batting. I don't know. Should I put batting in this or not? Because it's not really needing to be a quilt. Maybe I'll just put the backing on and quilt it. I have done that with things before. Things to think about. So what would you guys do? Would you put batting in it or not? So I'm going to put this black backing on the back. Leanna says she's lurking and cooking. Yum. So how's everybody doing with the mystery quilt? You put flannel on the back, Starla? That's a good idea. I'm going to use this just because this is a remnant that's like almost the exact size. See, just a little bit left over that fits this, and it's being black. But I think that's a great idea. Put flannel back there. Anyway, so the mystery quilt, this is mine and it's finished. And this is all you get to see of it because it's in the stack right here. So it's got its backing and it's got this, and I'm getting ready to send the stack to the quilter. And I have some things I can show you. This is a panel quilt that I made. I have this in the shop, and all it is a panel and 1 yard of the fabric that goes with it. Instead of cutting the panel up, I just left it how it was, and then made a border with the yardage. Super simple, super fast. The only thing is, because it's a directional, you kind of have to piece it. But that is a new one that I have made. Excuse me. What is this one called? Oh, I don't have the selvage on anymore. I am sorry about that. I don't know. If you really want to know, email me and we'll figure it out. But it is on the website under panels. So I'm going to put this really pretty. It's not grunge. It's called Shades by Riley Blake. So it kind of looks a little bit grungy, but not as distressed. Shabby is their distressed looking line. So anyway, I'm putting this on the back of this, and it will be so pretty. I have 4 panel quilts right here. 2 of them I've already posted and shown you. And hi, Maggie Shannon. And I am going to show you probably be easier to show you the pictures that Marlon took of me. Let's see what's going on. Excuse me. Let's see. We just did it yesterday. Okay. You don't need to see the fingerprints on there, do you? I really like this one. I'm quite proud of this one. What do you think of that one? That is really pretty. So that's another one I've done that I'll be posting. And I've got this one. It's not my favorite, but I took the panel that had the diamond in it and cut everything away from it and then reorganized it and added to it. So it kind of works. I think once it's quilted, it will have better potential. But it basically was taking the panel and putting it in there. For those of you who haven't seen, I've already posted this, but this is another one I did. So this is one of these panels is what I cut up and made into the last one I had shown you. Yes, I agree. And that everyone has done an amazing job. And by the way, this is for the May Facebook group channel, May Facebook group panel challenge, and we were giving panels where you could choose from a bunch of different ones, and you usually have till the end of the month, but because we were having problems getting some of the solids in and the gold just went out last week, we've extended your deadline to post your quilt tops to the group till next Saturday. So you have an extra week, so you have till the 7th. And then there's this one I have already shown that's also posted already. So I've got these 4 quilts. And I did a Stitch-uation a few weeks ago where I had it laid out on the wall and I was going to snowball corners with color rainbows. And I didn't end up actually doing that. So that could have been a 5th option of a layout. Excuse me. And that says it was a fun start challenge. Hi, Tony. All right. So anyway, but I've got my pile of quilts there ready to go, and I've got my mystery quilt ready to go, and I'm going to quilt this one, I think, on my own. But should I put batting in it? I'm starting to think no, because it'll take up less space. It'll kind of fold up small like this, which is kind of what I need. Hi, Norma. All right, so let's talk about some things. Tomorrow is June 1st, and the details for the Facebook contest have already been announced, but they're going to be starting tomorrow. The whole month of June on Facebook, we are doing a Quilts of Valor quilt drive. You do not have to actually donate it, but Quilts of Valor is in need of them. But you just have to meet the requirements of the Quilts of Valor requirements. You just have to meet that to be eligible for the contest. If you choose to send it on to Pat in Michigan, her address is listed, and I can also get it to you. Or if you choose to keep it, that's totally fine. But we are hoping that we will come up with some that can be donated to her. Also know, at any time, you can always donate quilt tops, quilt finished quilts, and quilt blocks, as well as fabric and notions and thread and whatever you want to her chapter. They are in desperate need of help. We have a listing for a 2-yard cut of 108 backing, which is all it takes to finish one of their quilts, and you get a discount for buying that, and then we also ship it directly to her, and then she sends you a 501c letter, which is a tax deduction for the charity, and so you're doing a good thing, and you also get the charity. 60 by 80. Yeah, that's what Leanna says. 60 by 80 is the general size, and Leanna has been busy. Yes, if you haven't watched her channel or seen what she's got going on, check her out. But she's been making a lot of everything, but a lot of the Quilts of Valor I can't even talk right now. Quilts about our quilts, and she's sending them on. I made one at our retreat, so I didn't really get a good picture of it because of we just couldn't get it, but it was fun. So if you I think, I'm not sure what video it was in that we showed. It was like the last day, but Leanna and I did our own little retreat back in April. All right, so the July Facebook contest, we are going to announce it early, so you guys we're trying to give you more than 1 month to do things, because some things take more than a month. But in July, just a heads up, Christmas in July. So that will be the theme for the Facebook group contest. So you're going to want to get your stuff together. You do have to use a pattern from one of 4 pattern designers, and details of that will be posted. But just quickly, the pattern designers, and by the way, any Christmas fabric will work with almost any pattern, unless it's like a floral, and they maybe even turn it into a poinsettia. I don't know. But the point is you can take a traditionally blocked piece quilt like this and just change it up with Christmas fabric and call it good. Okay, so but you have to make the quilts from one of 4 pattern designers. We don't care what pattern it is, but we have Phoebe Moon Designs, Jennifer Long, which is Sew a Story. There's also Corey Yoder, and then the last one is Lamb Farm Designs. And so any quilt from any of those designers, and we have a whole bunch of them on our website, will work. You just have to use one of those patterns and then, make it Christmassy. And speaking of, I want to show you, this is a block of the month that we just posted. Of course, I can't find it. This is my copy. Make It Merry is by Lamb Farm Designs. This is a block of the month that I posted where you're going to get the whole kit all at once. We are going to kit it for you though. So each block will be separated in its own little bag, but you're going to get the whole thing all at once. The mystery quilt that I do, I give you all the fabric and the patterns. You open the pattern when you're ready to move on, but you don't know what it is, but you get all the fabric. Here, we're going to actually cut the fabric up, not into the pieces that you use, but into the pieces that are required for each block that's assigned. I hope that made sense. So like, here's an example. Here's our first block for this. You're going to get the cut, these specific cuts, and then you will cut them down, but you're going to get the general fabric just for that block. Did that make sense? Kind of like you would if you actually did a block of the month and it was mailed to you. So that is now available, and this actually would qualify. And if you want just the pattern, you don't need the kit, that is also available. This is called Make It Merry. Again, I'm not selling it as a block of the month where it gets shipped out monthly. I'm going to send it to you all at once kitted. The backing will be sold separately. So you'll get everything, including your background, the white, and everything will be, in their own bags. I think there's only 8. It's broken up to do it into like 8 sections. And there's also a video that just got posted on that too, but go check that out. But anyway, this is one of the designers, Lamb Farm Designs, that you can pick from in the details on the Facebook group page. There'll be more to come, but just wanted to give you a heads up and let you know that this would work for that. Excuse me. The other pattern that I have posted is Happy Hollows, exact same thing. This is a block of the month. I'm posting it as a kit, so you will get everything broken out. So you're going to get all of your fabric by month, by piece. So it'll look just like this. So here's your first one. You're making the maple leaf. The fabrics that are needed will be included for that block, and they're going to be individually packaged, and all in your box. You just pull it out and move on to the next block or month, however you want, when you want. Okay, so those 2 are now posted on the website. And the reason I decided, well, there's a couple of reasons. The reason I decided to do it where you get it all at once is because some people work at different paces, and because Christmas and Halloween are coming up. And to do it as a actual block of the month, to make it so they can be used this year, I'd have to combine blocks even with each mailing. And I figured you guys can judge for yourself when you want to move forward. I'll just send it to you all at once. So that's what it also saves you a lot of money. You don't have to pay for shipping, and the price itself is just lower. Okay, and the pattern for Happy Hollows, if it's not listed now, it will be. I did it myself, and I don't remember listing that, so I will make sure it's on there if that's something that you want just the pattern for. Excuse me. The chat's been really quiet. I just want to make sure that I still have you guys with me, because maybe I'm talking to myself. Somebody say something.
Something.
Good job, Mr. Fix-It. Starla, yay, thank you. I will do that. I will talk to myself and not know if anyone's here. Hi, Roxy. I just got your text message. Yeah, I'm going to try to stick to the schedule, try really hard. Saturdays at 2 o'clock Mountain Time, I'm hoping will be the set schedule for the Stitch-uation. Hi, Judy. You have me? I have you. Aw. Hi, Mr. Fix-It, she says.
Hello.
All right, so I am going to Dallas a week from Monday. I was thinking it was this coming Monday. Fortunately, I have an extra week, so that's good. But does anybody live in Dallas? I know it's a big place, but I want to know if anyone lives there and if anyone wants to meet up with me. I'm just throwing it out there that anytime we go anywhere, love to do that. So if that's the thing, and I just found out I have to travel with a sewing machine. I wasn't planning on that. So I'm trying to get a carry bag that I can use as a carry-on to take my machine. The machine I plan on traveling with is a Viking Sapphire, so it's got it's a bigger neck, but it was a used machine. It works really well. I love that machine, but I didn't pay that much for it, and so I've been using it when I go to retreats because I feel like if something should happen while traveling, I wouldn't feel so bad. Still would not like it, but point is that's why I'm taking that machine. But I have to find a carry-on bag that will fit in the overhead compartment because I'm not checking it in. And I don't know if anybody has ever traveled with a sewing machine. So I'm just curious if anyone has. Starla, I used to work at for SVP, which is the Husqvarna Viking store inside the Joann's when they had the super centers. And so I worked in one of those for over a year. And that's when I was introduced to the, computerized fancy stuff in the bigger machines and the sapphires. So I think I can help. Roxy, what can you help with? Oh, help me figure out how to pack. I'm not sure. You've not traveled with Krista. Hi, Anna. I know. I think it can happen. I do have a large travel case, but there's no way it could be used for overhead storage. We even looked up the requirements of what the size things have to be for overhead storage. And I've got 2 cases that I ordered online, and hopefully one of them will work with the machine and the size requirements. Kind of waited to the last minute, but I also just found out about it last week. But we're going to get there. Anyway, that's what's going on with me. So anyway, I'm going to Moda. It's a retreat for shop owners, which is why I need a machine. And this will be so fun, but I know I'm going to come back with stuff. So be on the lookout for that. Speaking of which, I have this cute little sample. I call it a sample. It's a mini charm, but it sent it to me as a sample. This is Words to Live by Gingerber. I don't know if I can ever say that right, but it's just a really cute, soft palette. I'm going to do a little contest for this today. So it's brand new fabric, and stick around. We'll do that in a little bit. In fact, I'll announce the winner while we're on the live here. We won't do the one that carries through the week. Speaking of carrying through the week, our live sales are always good through the end of the week. We used to have it good through Sunday. Now we changed it to Saturday. It's just one day different, but you have Monday through Saturday to take advantage of it. And now that we are doing it so you check yourself out, we put everything in one area on the website, softsquares.com, that we are showing that week. It's still under its normal category, so you'll still find it other ways, but we tried to make it easy and put it all in one place. So the things we're talking about will be one click and there's everything. And then we took one step further and we've subcategorized it. So by collection, because like this last week we did Halloween lines. So we've got the different lines in their own thumbnail, so you can find what you're looking for kind of easy, hopefully. But just know that stays there with the pricing through Saturday night, and there's temporary pricing on a lot of things that are in there, and the things that don't have a temporary pricing might be coupon eligible. Not everything, but this last week we did patterns, so you get 20% off any pattern off the website, not just Halloween or whatever you see in that section, all patterns, but you have to use the code memorial. So it's lowercase m, MEMORIAL is the code, and that's still good through tonight. So just want to remind you, so every week it works that way, but you have to watch the video on Monday to find out if there's a coupon and what it's good for, but the sales always are going to be good through Saturday, so don't forget to take advantage of that. Marlene says she took her featherweight on the Amtrak. And Krista says, hope you get lots of goodies in Dallas. I know I will. I have been warned, and I tend to come back with a bunch anyway, right? We still have a couple advents available. Just know that up until the end of July, you can make payments on them. So if you've already decided that you're doing it and you've made the deposit and you're making payments, just know you have until the end of July to get that paid for. And anyone that has not signed up yet, you can still do the $50 deposit and make payments. And we will set up the payments for you. But the way it works is we take whatever the balance is. If you get A box or B box or both, because it's different, then we will divide it by an equal manageable number and then create a listing for you that you go into your own listing and pay what and when you want. You can choose to pay it off all at once by just, throwing all of everything in the cart. But just know everyone should have one. And if you're just signing up, you would get one. And Mr. Fix-It sends that out. So if anyone has questions about the advents, he oversees that part of it. And it's Mr. MRFIXIT at softsquares.com is how you can reach him directly. Or a big truck to bring all the goodies back. Well, hi, Marlene, Leanna, thank you for coming back. We missed you when you're not here. I think I told you guys my story. When I went to Chicago, I took a big suitcase and it cost me $200 to put that thing on the airplane. And that was after I already paid the $40 for the fact that I was checking it in. But when I got there, it was way over its limit. It was 92 pounds. Ouch. So I'm going to try to avoid that. However, this time I won't be able to use a carry-on bag because my carry-on is my sewing machine. So I'm going to have to check it in no matter what. So I think I'm going to take a bigger bag, just not the size of bag I took last time because that was so big. I kept filling it and obviously it got really heavy. I know, Leanna, it was very crazy. So I don't want to do that again, but it was still worth it to get everything home. But maybe next time I'll go to UPS or something, ship it. Okay, so heads up, Garden of Quilts that Riley Blake puts on is here in Lehi, Utah, just down the street from me. It's September 12th through 13th is when the quilts are on display. They're at a place called Thanksgiving Point, and they have a beautiful garden area, hundreds of acres. Hundreds of acres of just beautiful gardens, and they have the Tulip Festival that just happened. I think it just barely wrapped up. So they do that in the spring, and they do just other things, but the Gardens of Quilts come in with Riley Blake. And there's going to be classes. Lori Holt's going to be doing a fireside. There's going to be some meet and greet type things. There's also a vendor's barn because they have a petting zoo, but you won't be going to that. But the point is it's got a barn. They have a what do you call it? Exhibit barn, and the vendors will be in there. So you can take advantage of all kinds of vendors that are in there. But I highly encourage you to put it on your calendar and just know that it's coming up. And I am doing my first ever retreat. I announced it for the first time. I ship it home. Yeah, I announced it for the first time on. I'm getting a bit cold with that fan blowing. On Monday, the actual dates. So the dates for our retreat, the Soft Squares first ever retreat, is August 5th through the 9th of this year. So it's coming up. It is in Heber City, Utah. And if any of you have seen me outside, and you see mountains in the background. They're on the other side of that mountain range, but it's only like 40 minutes from me. So it's a really nice short drive, and you can get to it from the airport. They're saying 45 minutes or so, and we are going to provide shuttle service. More likely Mr. Fix-It will be doing that, picking you guys up as you come in from the airport. So let us know your travel plans, and you do not have to worry about getting yourself there. So you don't have to pay for a ride of any kind or rent a car. We will pick you up and take you up there and take you back to the airport. So we're going to make that easy for you. But I'm going to read off the list of things that we have. And the listing is now active. And Marlene's like, you should go. It's beautiful. Even if you don't make the class. I agree. You should. The Garden of Quilts, just so you can come out to this area and see what it's like, is so fun. So that's in September, but about 6 weeks before that is when my retreat is. Actually, it's about 5 weeks. Anyway, the retreat. So by the way, if anyone needs help figuring out airfare, Marlon loves to play travel agent and to figure things out. So I'm volunteering him to help you if you need it, figure out the best way to get your air travel. And you do not have to bring your machine if you do not want to. There are 4 Berninas that are available to rent. And if we need more than that, then we will find other machines. But it's a small venue. It doesn't take 10 is the maximum of sewers that we have sewing stations for. And so obviously, we can come up with as many as we need, but it's not a whole lot. But the point is you do not have to travel with your machine if you don't want to. And if you're close enough to drive in, do it. Give it some thought. Come in and visit. Part of what you're going to get is a gift bag. And the gift bag is a canvas tote. Okay, it's not a chintzy bag. Okay, you're going to get a gift bag. We're also going to do t-shirts. So you're going to need a size. You're going to get projects. You're going to get goodies. And there will be additional activities outside of quilting. Heber City is a historical town, and there is an old-fashioned train called the Heber Creeper, and it doesn't go anywhere but around the lake that's up there, and it creaks. I mean, it's a very slow train, and it is they do like Wild West shootouts, kind of role-playing stuff, and it's a lot of fun. It's just a beautiful way to see the scenery. If you want to go to that, your cost for the retreat includes that. So if you want to go, we're covering it. If not, you can choose to keep sewing. But the point is that is fun and that's going on. Heber also has a lot of stuff that happens in their little community. And part of the listing, I actually posted a kind of a calendar page. That's from Heber City's website of just things that are happening in town during the time of our retreat. And you can choose to go to things. There's even a pet the cow thing going on. I personally haven't done that, so I don't know. There's going to be role playing. Yeah, well, only on the train. Anyway, so there's lots of things going on. There's lots of new restaurants. All right, hold on just a second. Sorry, there's going to be there's a lot of restaurants within walking distance. There are some nice hotels that are like about a half a mile away that if you need your own room or if you are not able to handle stairs, because our sleeping arrangements, there are 3 large beds per room. You get a double, but you are sharing a room. But you do have to go upstairs. So if you can't handle the stairs, which is fine, and you want to take advantage of one of the local hotels, we will give you a discount on the retreat price because you won't be sleeping there. But just know you can stay somewhere else and come and join us. We are still limited to number of sewers that we have. Hi, Janice. Yeah, we are so excited. Hi, Melanie. This is our first time doing it. So we're going to hopefully get, you don't need to see so much of that, do you? I think it'll be lots of fun. And the videos, look for them because they have a sneak peek of the facility, and the walls are design walls. You can seriously turn around and post things up on the wall. Okay, so there's going to be contests where we're going to give prizes. You are also going to have the opportunity to be brought down to our house where the shop is. Again, it's only a 40-minute drive. It's a beautiful canyon drive. To get there and back, so to get from the airport, you're going to go this way, and to get from our house, you're going to go this way to get to the mountain. So you can see both sides of the beautiful mountain range. But anyway, we're only 40 minutes away. And so if you want to, you can come on a little field trip to the house and to the store and shop. We're not so pretty like a walk-in brick and mortar store, but you can take advantage of that. You will also get a discount. I will also have a few things there with us. If you find you get there, you don't have things, needles, threads, you know, small things. So we will try to take care of that. Cut the cow would sound like steer wrestling. Giddy up. No, you pet him. You pet him. All right. We are going to provide breakfast and dinner. The reason only breakfast and dinner is there will be leftovers, and some people don't need to eat that often. Some people want something lighter. There's so many places you can walk to. You can even go to the grocery store and bring food and just keep it there for you. So you have the option to you know, be in control of the lunch menu. We are going to order food in a couple of nights. And so we'll give you menus. You pick from that. It's going to be fun. So we're going to have dinner covered, and breakfast will be that. And you can sew as late as you guys want and as early as you want. You have access to that. Also, the kitchen itself is modern. The video will show you it has a gas grill, or sorry, gas stove, microwave, toaster oven, coffee maker. So you can just totally make yourself at home. Hi, Judy. Yeah, it does. I can't wait. I cannot wait to do it. There's even an ice maker there. So you're going to want that. So Utah is pretty warm in August. The average temperature up there, because it is in the mountains, that time of year, according to the Heber website, is like 89 degrees, I think is the high. Which down here where we are, oftentimes we are over 100. So it's going to be warm, but the house has air conditioning and there's fans and all that. But you will not be cold, but you'll be nice and comfortable too. But there'll be ice. There will be ice. And I have to have ice. It says within walking distance, there's a variety of restaurants, coffee shops, fast food, Walgreens, soda shop, ice cream, and more. They are building an Italian restaurant like right next door. There's a small office building, and there's a salon in there, which I want to contact them and find out if they will provide pedicures. So that'd be kind of cool to like take off and go get your toes done or whatever. But there's a space that is going to be an Italian restaurant, and I don't know if it's going to be built or done by the time we get there. It could be. So that's really kind of fun and very close. Okay, so anyway, there's a lot going on. Space is limited. There's a deposit of $150. You do have to pay the balance off by the 15th. If you need the sewing machine rental, that let us know and we'll work that out. Also, if you choose to come and not stay at the house that we're at, and you need shoot, my battery is about to die. Hold on, everybody. I need power urgently. That went fast. Drain the battery super fast. Maybe this is not the right battery for it. It says it's going to die.
Is it the computer or the phone?
It's the computer. Yeah, it went off power saver super. Like almost no. In almost no time. Oh, sorry, Marlon.
It's fine.
Wow, I had no warning that was going to happen. Let's see if I can plug you guys in. Sorry. Hold on. All right. We will not die. Thank you. Woo. Now we're back full power. Okay. Piper. Marvin's walking around. She always lets us know he's walking. Okay. Bye, Leanna. Anyway, so again, the retreat center is gorgeous. It has a lot of nice amenities. If you are okay with stairs but can't handle a lot of them, the nice thing is there is a full bathroom with a walk-in closet. And the gal said that a lot of time, not closet, walk-in shower. that a lot of time there'll be ladies that will, before they go to bed, go upstairs, they'll take their shower downstairs, and then they're just done for the night. They just come down once and go up once. And so that, hi, Michelle. I don't know what I said, 15th of June or July. Oh God, Marlene, what was I talking about? It is August 5th through 9th, and you owe, I extended the deadline to July 15th. And I might have said June, but at first it was July 5th. So we've June 15th, and we'll work with you if you need that. Hi, Joanne. Okay. So anyway, it's workable with the stairs, but if you just can't handle them at all, there are hotels and we will get you to and from it if that's what you want for the final payment. Yes. All right. So what else am I missing? If you have someone that you want to room with, let us know. Also, if you use a CPAP, let us know that. We will provide distilled water. Also, it's just good for us to know. And then if you have any allergies, let us know. Good news is you will have a lot of control with being able to order off of the menu and plus have your own lunch thing. So you will not go hungry. There will be more information to come. And the swag bag is going to be loaded. They're going to be big bags with stuff. So that's all part of it. Here's just a little bit of information I have about Heber City. It's on the other side of the mountains from where Softsquares is based. It's near Park City, if you've ever heard of that. In fact, you're going to drive past Park City to get to Heber when you're coming from the airport. So if you've not seen it, you'll get a quick glimpse. It has a lot of things that are nearby. It's a little bit of modern mixed with a lot of country wrapped into one little town, which has a lot of history and charm. There's actually a lake up there. And if you are an outdoorsy person, which I don't anticipate any of us caring about, but I could be wrong, there's tons of hiking and trails and outdoor activities. I plan on being inside with air conditioning, but just know that there's a lot of stuff like that throughout the state, but specifically up there too. Okay, sorry if I asked you forgot. Okay, it is $150 deposit and the balance $700 that's due on July 15th or by 15th. So just go ahead and sign yourself up when you're ready for that. It's limited and it's our first time doing it, and we just announced the dates last week, and I have no idea how quickly it will fill up. And so just if you're thinking about it, don't take a chance. All right, so I talked about this already, but those of you that have been joining, the confetti cotton panels are now back in stock again, and we have a ton of extras. Like I ordered a lot, and I would highly recommend you get one. This has 253, no, it's 300. No, 252 different colors of the confetti cotton swatches, so you can see exactly color matching things, which makes it so nice and so easy for matching. And then you can work easier with things. The contest for this month on Facebook has been extended to next Saturday. We're starting the Quilts of Valor contest. And just remember, you can order from every Monday sale. It's always available through Sunday or Saturday. So you have till tonight for that. Okay. Looks like we're losing a couple people. Bye, Nardine. Yeah, if you have any questions, email Mr. Fixit at softsquares.com or Lynne at softsquares.com. And as far as the retreat, actually for anything, and I'm going to show you this quilt. This is a quilt that I started on my retreat with Leanna. She actually made a quilt using jelly roll. This is half of a jelly roll, and she had the other half of my jelly roll plus a full jelly roll. And she did the quilt that she entered on the contest for last month on the Facebook group. This is the same fabric. It's just used differently, and there's a lot of white space in here. So I was able to give her my leftover strips, which is what made it so she could stretch her quilt farther and make it longer. And yeah, so Joanne, I know we're a little bit of a different distance, but there are ways to work out airfare, and Mr. Fixit can even look into it for you, see if it's even something that you could get. And he, we're going to pick you guys up from the airport, so you don't have to worry about anything other than get yourself here. Okay, don't forget our block of the month patterns that are going to be shipped all at once. They're both available on the website. We still have some mystery quilts kits available. The unveiling of that is going to be June 15th. And here's a sneak peek of mine. This is all you can see of it. Mine is ready to be quilted. And on the 15th, I will be showing my quilt as well as all the others that have sent their quilts to me in pictures to show off what that mystery quilt looks like. So if you're working on it and need more time, just know that video is coming and to not watch it, but it is coming down where we're going to start showing what it looks like. I'm trying to think what this is called. Actually, I'm going to have to ask Leanna, but I don't even think you need a pattern, honestly. These are just 3.5 by 2.5 inch squares put into 4 patches and then with a coordinating, offsetting white square. And that's all it is. I just made it until I ran out of blocks. So that's that. Don't forget to post your panels on the Facebook group. And this coming Monday, sneak peek, we are going to be doing lots of things with stripes. And we're going to have bundles. I'm also going to have the new 3-yard quilt books. Those are already on the website, but we're going to have those available. And I'm going to have some kits, or not kits, but fabric coordinating sets for 3-yard quilts. So you guys have been asking for it. So we'll have some of that going on Monday too. I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about. I can't even remember, but yeah. Is there anything I missed or anything you guys want to talk about? Oh, one thing I was going to talk about is the new way that we're doing the live sales. You go to the website softsquares.com and you go to the section that has all the things we're showing. We've isolated it and you enter it. And if there's a code available, we'll give it to you on Mondays and you check out whenever you are ready. That way you don't have to wait for us because it was taking us a while to get our invoicing out. So if there's something specific you would like to see, like a certain line or just certain types of things like white on white or low volumes or whatever, let us know. We will do our best to accommodate those when we do our sales. And that's all that I have for you guys today. Thanks so much for listening to me just ramble on. I'm just so excited about this retreat. We have some distributors that are going to be contributing to the swag bags. So we're getting some good stuff that will be going in there too. And I just can't wait to have our first trip. And my goal is to maybe do 2 a year, spring and fall. My retreat is on Facebook. I think we posted a video for it, but you're going to go to softsquares.com. I put the retreat under specialty boxes. I know it seems random. It's also where I put these 2 block of the months because I'm putting the boxes together for you. So it was just the easiest place to put things that I am working on. The retreat does have its own button, but type in retreat and you'll also find it on the website, but it's softsquares.com. And we did post about it on Facebook, but you sign up through the website. Okay. Hopefully that answered that. Maggie, I think you should hop on over. Give yourself a little leeway and drive on over. I think Norma should too. Norma's within driving distance. All right, guys. Bye. We will see you on Monday. Oh, by the way, just so you know, I'm going to be doing videos on these block of the month. So you will be seeing these coming out and they will not be like a secret group or anything. So there will be videos coming out as I'm doing that. So you'll probably start seeing those pretty soon, actually. Roxy, we have some stuff for you. So you need to text me. And if it works for you to come out today, let me know. You can drive faster than fly. Yeah, you should drive here for sure. I used to live in Boise. I know you can do it. And I know by the time you get to the airport, fly, get out of the airport, you've spent just as much time. You just didn't have the hassle being behind the wheel. But yeah. Anyway, okay. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.